the shot?
Yeah, because it's a wide shot. Oh, no, you hit. Hi everybody, welcome to Around Town TV. My name is Carla Berlin and I'm thankful that you're joining us. We are down here in Al's Vacuum and they are celebrating their 45th year in business. I'll step over here. Their 45th year in business, and you may have seen them in the newspaper. Star Tribune recently did a feature article on sharing that they are the Nordstroms of vacuums, but I guarantee you, you can find something at every price point here. They're known for their customer service and their quality, and I'm really excited to be here tonight and to have one of the owners and general manager, Dave Rumpfer, here to show us and show us some of the various products. Thank you for taking the time out to do this with me tonight.
Well, thanks, Carla. Thanks for being here and giving us this opportunity, and thanks everybody for looking in and viewing us this evening. Hope we have some good information for you. A little bit about Al's Vacuum. One, we are a service-oriented company, so we do have a full service department with technicians on hand. And we enjoy selling products that are going to be out in the market for years and years to come. Not stuff that is going to end up in our landfills in the next 3 to 4 years. It's not our desire here. We want to sell you something that you can have for 15 plus years, maybe 20 years. We have a lot of customers that have machines for 20 plus years. And that if you need service on them, we can supply that. We can supply the parts as long as the manufacturers are making them, and we can take care of that end of the business for you and keep you up and running and help you keep your homes healthy and clean.
Well, and that's a big deal. The whole being green is an important thing right now as well. If you're just tuning in, my name is Carla Berlin from Around Town TV. We're live here at Al's Vacuum with Dave Rumpfer, one of the owners and general manager. And if you've purchased a vacuum from them or you've utilized their services to have one serviced, comment, question, or if you make sure you put something in the comments. Feel free to ask a question if you want to. If maybe you're ever curious about a certain vacuum or a brand or anything that sparks your interest. We know, we talked about this, that a vacuum probably wasn't on the top of your list for Valentine's Day or an anniversary or a birthday. Well, perhaps. But one of the things I found, they've got so many unique and great products here, top of the line, customer service is key. Many of you know they've been featured on Around Town TV for many, many years, and they're a favorite business for a reason. There's a reason we're celebrating 45 years in business. And Al, did you want to start with any certain product tonight, or
Yeah.
Okay?
Actually, let me show you something that Alan, Karen, and myself are very proud of. This is the Al's Vacuum Signature Edition. It's a machine that we had a lot of input on designing. It's from the Tacony company, or the Rickard company, out of St. James, Missouri. So it's American product, assembled by American people down in Missouri, the heartland. And some of the neat things about this machine: one, it comes with a 7-year warranty, which is pretty incredible. And it is a good warranty. It even includes the belt on this machine, which most of you have probably had belt problems in the past, so you know what that's all about. This machine actually has special sensors in it, so if you do get something stuck in here, shoe, sock, dog toy, whatever, it will actually shut off the brush motor before it damages the belt. Simply pull out the obstruction, which you can do at home in most situations, restart the machine, and you're ready to go again. I've thrown down a little bit of stuff here on the floor, and we're going to start this up, and you might notice, if you can see, that 2 amber lights will glow on the side, and those are actually dirt sensors, allergy sensors, that let you know if you're still finding embedded dirt. Sometimes there's still dirt in the carpeting that we're not aware of because we can't see it, and this machine will actually sense that and show us about that. Some other nice features of this machine is it does have a multi-position height adjustment on it, and for people that have bought newer carpeting in the last several years, you may have noticed that your old machine just does not push through that carpeting. That's because those machines were designed for the older carpeting, but the newer, thicker, soft sands, silk strands, they just really don't maneuver through. So on this machine, you can actually change that and raise it up to get the machine out of there a little bit. Another feature on this machine, and I'm actually going to go off screen here for a second because this hose is so long that it just goes and goes and goes.
Very
If you have
cool.
full flights of stairs or anything like that, you can leave this machine sitting in one spot and you can cover about a 20 by 20 room without moving this machine with the hose. So that's a favorite feature of this one also.
Well, and one of the things I like about a machine like this, and you said height, for example, my dad actually does love to do the vacuuming, and with my mom's health, it really helps, but she's 5'1" on a good hair day, and he's 6'2". So, you know, to have to bend over, but we have one similar that we, of course, purchased here, and he's able to have it right, you know, right at his height. That makes it so much more convenient. So,
Sure.
Riccar is one of your signature vacuum, correct?
It is. It is a line of machines we've been carrying for almost 30 years now. Just an incredible company. It's still actually owned by the Taccone family. It's privately held. It's 3rd generation now, I believe. Christy just took it over.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, and they just treat everybody great. They treat their vendors like us great. They treat their employees great. So it's a great company to be involved with, really.
Well, and we know that there's several of you watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you are just tuning in, my name is Carla Berline, and I'm with Dave Remfer, one of the owners as well as general manager here at Al's Vacuum. We're going to be showing you some different products and different vacuums as well as some other products this evening. And feel free to comment, ask questions. Stephen Lip said, show us around. We do. I'm seeing some of you tune in. Michael Serwa, hello. Hello to Buffy, John, David, Al, Amy, Randy, David, Chuck, and Karen. I appreciate you all tuning in from all across the country.
That's great.
Really,
Thank you.
yes. So feel free to ask questions, make comments. If you've purchased something here, we'd love to hear from you. If you've utilized their services, or had something repaired here, or just kept your product up. One of the things I see online a lot about Al's is people say, well, I've had my vacuum 20 years, 25, 30, and I had a Hoover from here from 20 plus years ago that it never died. We gave it away. So, and I bet you hear that a lot as well.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful thing when we get machines coming in for service, and we try to look it up on our computer system, look up the service records, and we find out that it was Mom's machine or Grandma and Grandpa's machine that has been just passed down, and now the grandkids have it, and it's still functioning fine. It just needs a little tune-up. So we like to hear that. We think it's great that we have served several generations of some families. That's just a wonderful thing.
Well, and you pride yourself on customer service as well. People will say, if you aren't happy, speak up, because they will take care of you. They'll make sure you are. That I'm proud to be a part of that. And when they've been featured on the show, many of you have seen them featured on the show, or as we talked about, they were just featured in the Star Tribune as the Nordstrom of Vacuum, which is a very special. It's special to celebrate 45 years in business to have someone write an article like that on Karen and Al and Dave, all owners here at Al's Vacuum. Just very, very, very special. What's next to be showing us for vacuums tonight?
Well, we're going to kind of go in a little bit different direction here. I just showed you a very full-featured machine.
right.
But for somebody that's looking for something a little simpler,
Yep.
this is another one of our favorites here. Now this is still a Rickar machine.
All right.
This is one of their lightweight products. This machine weighs about 8 pounds, but it's got a great little motor in it, does a fabulous job cleaning. Does not have the attachments on it, but that's what makes it lightweight, and we'll touch on that subject in just a moment.
All right.
Now you can see this one just kind of wants to run away from here. But still, a very capable carpet cleaner. Now it's not going to give you the allergy sensor lights and the lifetime belts and all those kinds of things, but you're also looking, you know, at a very reasonable price point of about $199 to $239. Very attractive for a lot of people. Now what people will do with something like that, since it doesn't have attachments, is generally they will team it up with something in a small portable canister machine, something like this little guy here, and you can strap this one on your shoulder if you want to take it that way, or you can just carry it around. Comes with all kinds of attachments for stairs, furniture, all that kind of fun stuff. Also has a nice feature on it where there's an exhaust port on it, which you don't find a lot anymore. So you can actually put down an exhaust, and one of the things I like to do with something like this is in the springtime, if you have any of those cottonwood trees that kind of plug up your screens, you can take this thing around in reverse, and instead of pulling your screens out, you can just blow all that stuff back off your screens. So just kind of a, you know, interesting little feature on that guy.
Well, and isn't there it may be this machine, there's an attachment that kind of cleans or vacuums the hardwood floors
Yes,
as well.
there certainly
That's
is.
the one, I think.
Yep,
Or
yep.
similar to that.
Yep, that comes with a combination tool where you can actually use it with the brush down, and you can use it on your hard surface floors, or you can retract that brush and use it on smaller area rugs also.
It works amazing. The gal who cleans our house uses that. And I know there's a lot of you millennials that are like, I just want hardwood floors, no carpet, that'll solve the problem. I don't need to be watching. I don't need a vacuum. Yes, you do. You still need to be taking care of those hardwood floors. And this works great. We don't have any scratches. It just keeps it looking polished and fresh and clean.
Yeah, one of the common misconceptions about hardwood floors is you can just sweep them or dust them or use one of the many popular disposable pads on them. The downside of those, if you sweep them or dust them, you're just really recirculating all that dust back up into your air. Secondly, if you're just using the pads and you've got sand and grit on your floor and you're pushing that pad across it, realistically what you're doing is creating sandpaper. And you're making micro scratches in your finish, and you're wearing your finish out prematurely. By having a good vacuum with a soft brush that's going to actually vacuum up that granular debris first, then go over it with one of your different micro pads or whatever you choose to use to get that final clean done. That's really the best way to take care of your hard surface floors.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's great. That's great to know for those of you who think, well, we just wash it with water, or we'll just... this really does. I can tell you that we have ours house cleaned every 2 weeks. The gal, I think, uses that exact machine just for that. She has like 3 of your vacuums that she brings to our house and uses them for different things.
Sure.
And she loves that, and it really does a nice job. We've got several people tuning in.
Yeah.
Nobody has asked a question, a lot of comments. Dwayne says, that's my bro. Hi.
Hey, little brother, how you doing?
Yep, Jeff has tuned in, Nathan, Rami, Carl, Jennifer, Ken, Mike, Chuck. We've got several. Any questions? Have you had some personal questions that you've wanted to ask about vacuum cleaners? Gals, we know it's not the Valentine's gift of your choosing, but now that Valentine's is over, maybe, you know, Christmas is gone, this is the time. There's a lot of deals going on. They're celebrating their 45th year in business.
Yep.
There's a reason for that. Not many people can say that. It's a tough road as a small business to make it, you know, even a year. 9 out of 10 businesses don't even make it a year or 2, let alone 5 years, let alone 45. So that's a huge deal.
It's tough to do that, and you know, one of the reasons we've been successful about that is just having great staff.
Yeah, you do have a great staff. And long, they've been here long. You've been
We
here
have.
almost 37 years?
I'm going on 37 years.
And
Scott's
he's only
going
40.
on. Yeah, I am. It's amazing, isn't it? Scott's been here for probably 15. Sherry, I believe, 12.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's
it
awesome.
is.
Any other things you want to show them tonight? Any other
Well,
vacuums
one
or
thing I'd
products?
like to show right offhand,
Yep.
because you keep mentioning gals and vacuums.
Yes.
Well,
And I'm going to go off here.
this fits a guy's hand really well too.
Oh.
Just wanted to make that clear.
I'm sure the wives are liking that. As I
And, you know, don't look at it as a vacuum cleaner. This is an appliance. This is a tool. This is a tool that's going to help you maintain your house. It's going to help you maintain one of the biggest investments you ever make. Besides your house and your car, it's going to be your flooring. And a good machine is going to help you take care of that and maintain that and get the life out of it that you should.
And it's lightweight.
Look
It's
at
not
that.
heavy. It's easy to move up and down stairs.
It is.
Yes.
One thing I'd like to show, for people that have pets, most of us have pets. We have 2 dogs in my house. And because they love us so much, we come home and they leave us things like this, and thankfully this is all that they leave us.
Right. Unless you're like my little one when she was learning to be potty trained, so she left me a few other surprises.
Always a
You did
challenge.
not use our L's vacuum for that one, though.
No, don't do that, please. That will void the warranty.
Right.
This is a tool that we get from, again, the Rickard Company, Tacony Company. This is called the Forget It. This is, I'm going to show it to you first without the vacuum. And it's just an interesting little tool because it just picks up that fuzz and that hair. Now if you hook it up to a machine, and this will fit on most machines, or we do have adapters to make it fit. This is the most popular little attachment. We sell just tons of these guys. I took one home and tried it, and I was amazed. I threw away so many other little tools that I used to try to use on the furniture with the dogs they're not supposed to be on anyway, but they sneak onto once in a while.
We just had one comment. Is
Yeah.
anyone else having trouble with the audio? Is it hard to hear us? We have it all the way. Are you not able to hear us, or can anyone comment? I'm going to make sure. We know we tested it before, but I'm sure with all the noise. I just want to make sure.
It could be the noisy vacuum
Yeah, and
too.
sometimes you have to turn your computers up too, but I'm doing a check here just to make sure. Yeah, we've got it all the way up, but I turned it, okay. Hopefully they can still hear us. I think so. All right, sorry to interrupt there, but let's see if anyone else put a note, and that was from, hi all, yep, I am a little. So Dwayne, you're having a little trouble, but you can hear us, it sounds like. Thank you, everybody. I have it all the way up, but we're in a bigger room as well as with the various noises, so sometimes it can be, but you have to turn your computer volume up as well, so I don't want it to have that where it's I can't even think of the adjective right now, but where it's so high that you can hear all the
background noise and things.
Yeah,
yes,
the background
yes.
noises and things either. So anyways, go ahead, finish.
Yeah, well, so far we've been looking at Rickard machines because they are one of my favorites. That's primarily what I use in my home, but I also use a Miele machine. We carry a full line of Miele products, which is a very well-known German product. They've been making vacuums for over 100 years now and make some pretty awesome machines. We also carry Sanitaire, which is an older school vacuum, but makes some very tough products. And all these products are those 15 to 20-year products we've talked about. Now, what a lot of people don't know is we also have, and this varies a little bit, but we have a full line of reconditioned machines that have gone through our own service department and are ready to go. So if you're just getting started or you're more budget-minded for whatever reason you need to be, we have some other options where you can still get some really good quality machines at a lesser price. And again, those have gone through our service department, so we know that they're functioning well. And most of those will also come with some kind of a warranty on them.
Oh, wow. Nothing usually, cars don't even have great warranties anymore.
I said most of them, not all of them,
Right,
but most
right,
of them. Yeah.
right. That's great. Well, and we did have a comment from Lee Nelson. Hi, Carla. Al is the best. Locally owned small business, exactly who we need to support. Absolutely, Lee. Thank you for that. And Al Alsted is saying hi, Dwayne, to Dwayne. So I thought I'd relay that just in case, Dwayne, you didn't see his message in the comments because they go pretty quick.
My brother Dwayne worked with us for a while when he was in high school, so that's where the Al and Dwayne relationship comes in.
Well, and there's a lot of people that, whether it's through high school or whatever, they've stayed in touch, and if you want to see more reviews and comments as well, go to the Al's Vacuum Facebook page. We were just talking about that before the video started, as well as our live shoot. When it started, we've talked about people will talk about the customer service. They'll talk about the longevity, the good investment of the product, the various price points, the longevity of the people who've worked here, and it's a small business that is celebrating 45 years in business. If you're just tuning in, my name is Carla Berline from Around Town TV. We are down at Al's Vacuum with Dave Remford, the general manager and one of the owners of Al's Vacuum, and he's been showing us some of the various products. We started with the Signature Ricard, which they're known for, and we've talked about that there's various price points. They have something for everybody's budget, so don't think, well, there's no way I can do that, or I have to just go buy something cheap, you know, whatever. They have that. They even have remanufactured, refurbished products, as well as he was talking about. But in addition to that, you have some other products, right?
We do. We carry some various cleaning products, some cleaning chemicals, some that are natural enzymes for people with chemical sensitivities. We carry some microcloths. A lot of people are into the microcloths these days and don't have to use chemicals with them.
Right.
One of the other things that goes kind of hand in hand with vacuums, because a big part of the vacuum is actually getting the dust out of your house and retaining that, which is why we like to really primarily sell people machines that still have bags in them, because that bag does contain it. When you take that bag out, you get to take that bag out and throw it outside your house. You don't have to open it up inside your house and let that dust recirculate again like so many of the common machines you see out there. But that being said, another product,
Grabbing it from the set. You might be able to see, that's one thing beautiful about this camera. It basically gives a 360 shot of the store.
this is air purifier. A lot of air purifiers out there on the market. This is the IQ Air. It's a product out of Sweden, and one of the great things about this product is some of the things people don't think about. These plastics, a lot of the plastics actually are gas offing, so people with chemical sensitivities could actually have a reaction just to the plastic that their air purifier is made out of. Also the seals, if you're dealing with a foam or rubber seal, those can be off-gassing. Not only that, but they also deteriorate over time, and when they deteriorate, you're going to lose your seal in there and lose efficiency. The IQ Air uses what they call a knife edge seal, and so the plastic actually comes together, creating the seal itself. Now they have 3 filters in this machine. They have the pre-filter, which is going to take up the majority of the chunky stuff, shall we say. They also have a V5 filter, which is a carbon filter, and that's for gases and odors. Now, not all gases can be taken out by carbon, so there's another product in there that helps to oxidize some of those gases so that the carbon can actually take it out of the air. Then they finish it off with their Hyper HEPA filter. A Hyper HEPA filter actually filters 0.003 microns, so it's actually much more productive than just a standard HEPA filter. Also on this machine, it has a timer set on it, so you can have it turn on and off certain times during the day, depending on what speed and how many hours you run the machine.
Does it reach a little bit further?
Sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure in the shot.
It also has a timer on it, so depending on what speed and how many hours you're running it, it's actually going to tell you when those filters need to be changed. So it's no guesswork for you. You're not changing them prematurely and wasting your money. There's 6 speeds on this machine. The first 3 speeds are very quiet. You can hardly hear it at all. And all the way up to number 6 if you really want to get the air changed over quick. So another thing to think about, especially if you have gas or chemical sensitivities, or like so many of us, if you have allergies or seasonal allergies, or just people in your house with some respiratory conditions. This is another product that would highly benefit you.
Okay, no, that's great. Looks like we've got a few people tuning in. You know what? I'm trying to figure out if this stopped. This might have, the internet might have stopped this. Looks like we're still live, but just going to kind of go out of here just to make sure we haven't lost everybody. Nope, it looks like we're still live, so we're good there. I wanted to before we go into, just see if anyone's asked any questions here. Looks like we got to everybody's questions. There were several other people that were joining in, so I just wanted to welcome you into the live streaming cast. This is a whole new animal we're staying on the cutting edge. You're going to be seeing more and more TV shows doing this. You do see sometimes newscasts and already live programming. Of course, the first live shows were sports and like Miss America and a few of those, but TV has really changed. We're trying to stay on the cutting edge, and we're able to do a lot with that, and you're able to actually be with us in real time. But one of the challenges with that too is, you know, you're so reliant on the internet and audio and things like that. But it looks like we've got everybody is still online with us, so I just wanted to make sure. It looked like it had been interrupted, so I'm sorry I interrupted you. You can finish your thought if I didn't interrupt you too much.
No.
Okay. So we were talking about, we were trying to pull it into the shot as much as possible.
Actually, unplug it and I'll just bring it right back with us here. As you can see, it's on wheels also, so it's pretty easy to move around.
Okay.
Yes, when you're talking about a clean home environment with so many pollutants out there, not only if you like to have your windows open, which we like to do, but also just with all the different substances in the house that actually give off different chemicals and gases, from your carpeting to your furniture to your paint and things like that. For a lot of people, that really can produce some health issues, and so a machine like this is really paramount in helping take care of that. This is actually a machine that a lot of the Olympic athletes used when they were in China because the air quality was not so good. So they actually had these in a lot of the dormitories and rooms to help with that situation. And it's just the premier, if you look up IQ Air online, you'll see nothing but just awesome reviews on these guys. We've carried them for several years now, and it's just been a wonderful addition to our product line.
Well, and I thought of this because I have a humidifier at home, and I went to change the filter.
Mm-hmm.
It was so corroded and so gross, and we change them twice every, like during the heating season. And I'm thinking, okay, that can't be, that didn't take all the grossness from what went out into the air. And so I thought of this right away, and the investment and what you're getting back because of the quality, just how much it's so much better than the other ones. For those that are maybe just tuning in, my name is Carla Berlin. We're down at Al's Vacuum with Dave Remford, the general manager and one of the owners here. We were showing some of their signature vacuums as well as various price points, talking about that, and we jumped over to, it's called the Q-Air, right?
IQ Air.
IQ Air. And again, for those maybe just tuning in, kind of explain this in just a couple sentences.
Just a premier in air filtration.
Okay.
They take everything into consideration, from seals and plastics and what they use to make sure that the product itself is not going to be making you sick just from giving off gases, which so many can do.
Which exactly. Hi, Sandy. My mom is tuning in. She wrote, hi, Carly. I have to say hi, Mom. Thank you, everybody who is tuning in. We've had a fair amount of people online. Do you have any questions? Feel free to ask us a question. Ask about the various products. You've got somebody who's been here in this part of this business for almost 37 years. That is one of the things about Al's Vacuum. If you do have a question or you don't want to ask online, we've talked a lot about this too, not always the top gift to give, but come down here, bring in your kids, bring in your husband. If the husband's watching, bring your wife in. They have so many cool things to play with and try and see, and something for everyone, whether you're small and you're not strong. They've got lighter vacuums. They've got vacuums for tall people, short people. If you don't want an upright, they've got the others as well. And
full line of canister machines, yes.
Yeah, so just a variety. Anything else that you want to mention to the people who are tuning in about Al's Vacuum that maybe didn't catch you in the beginning?
Well, I guess number one is that anybody that has come in and used our services or purchased products from them, just another thank you. We appreciate that. That's why we've been here for 45 years. If you haven't yet, please do. Come in, check us out, see what we have to offer. We do take trade-ins also, so bring in your old machine if it's not working right, and we'll give you a free estimate at the counter on what it's going to take to really get it up and working properly, if that's a possibility. Or we can also evaluate it and see what we can do for a trade-in. Some of the trade-ins we will refurbish. We'll take 4 or 5 of the same model once we get them and refurbish and make something for somebody. Some of those items will get refurbished and donated, and some of them just get recycled as best we can.
Oh, that's great. And they have everything from Al's Bargain Corner to, we were just showing the Ricard, which is the world's best cleaning upright, the signature, Al's signature.
Yep.
It truly is one of the best. We're celebrating their 45th year in business, so they do have a lot of specials and deals and offers going on. So, you know, stop in and check those out. What else can they, that maybe isn't, we have a big shot here, a wide shot that I left here for the last several minutes. What else might they, that might not be in the shot that they should know about that's here?
Attachments. A lot of people come in looking for attachments. They've got an old machine that they really love, but all the brushes and stuff are worn out. We've got bins full of different attachments for different machines. Again, we've got microfiber cloths. We've got different cleaning products. We have a popcorn machine. You can't see the popcorn machine. We have a popcorn machine.
Yes, good.
And we do run that on Saturdays, so don't come in Monday looking for popcorn. That's just a Saturday.
Okay, on Saturdays, and a little area for the kids to play too.
Yeah, we've got a play area for the kids and different toys and little vacuums they can run around and play with and stuff. And we have a full line of canister machines. This is kind of our upright section. We have a full line of canister machines on the other side of the store. Different floor surfaces, different carpet surfaces. Trying to, you know, get close to what you might have at home.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, and you do. They have the various surfaces and everything as well. I know I really have appreciated all of you that did tune in and have been following this. I'm hoping that you can hear us. It showed that the audio was going out there, and most people said it was. So I'm hoping that Al's just needed his volume up a little bit. Anything else that we should mention that I've missed so far? Do you feel like we covered it all?
We've talked about the awesome staff. We've talked about
Yes,
the
we
awesome
have.
history in business, and
Yes.
Al and Karen are just fabulous business owners and
they
just
are.
do such a super job at servicing the community and
Giving back too. They're fabulous people.
They are.
Yeah, and which is.
Well, I've been here 37 years, so that says something.
It was just, I said that even before we started recording this, and we were talking about that, so we're repeating it. They truly are the ultimate floor care center. You may have seen some selfies that I take, and I will tease Dave sometimes about Big Al, which is their gorilla, their signature gorilla. And during the Vikings, when I thought we were going to go to the Super Bowl, and it's Big Al's fault. No,
It is, and we
blaming
still
him.
haven't taken the purple off of him, so,
No,
so
just
he's out of the
not.
picture. We're not going to show him.
Right, yeah, we won't show him, but you can go to Al's Vacuums page. You'll see a lot. If you didn't feel comfortable messaging tonight or asking a question, private message us through Al's Vacuum page, or you can through me, and I will make sure it gets to the right people, like Dave directly or Al and Karen. Feel free, but just stop in. They are celebrating 45 years in business. That's a big deal. And they're thankful to you. You are the foundation to their success. They know that. They talk about that all the time. The staff has just an incredible longevity here. They've all been here. They're all experienced. So you're not going to get somebody that doesn't know or doesn't care. They will beat any price in town. Is that correct? That's
Correct.
Yep,
We have a
yep.
price guarantee. Yep.
Price guarantee, but feel free to reach out through social media. They have every social media site, so if you're a Twitter person, you're not a Facebook person, you're Instagram, or you're a Pinterest, you can find them on all of those pages as well, and they do have a website, alsvacuum.com, but you can always, again, reach out to me as well. We really, really appreciate you tuning in. Most of you know the Around Town TV, or probably saw them featured on Around Town TV. Most recently, Al's Vacuum was featured in the Star Tribune as the Nordstrom of vacuums. But for those of you who are just starting out in life, maybe just got married, or you just got your first home or townhome or apartment, they have every price point. You don't think that you can't find something that will fit your budget and your needs. Stop in, check them out, and see. We are known as Minnesota's business and lifestyle experts. There's a reason we've partnered with Al's for so many years. We're proud to feature you on the show. We've been in, this is our 223rd edition of Around Town TV.
Awesome. That's great.
Thank you. In 15 years, proud of that as well. We thank you for tuning in. on the Around Town Live show. I know there's a lot going on, and that's part of live streaming. It's a little different kind of flavor, or if you will, than when you see a already edited piece that is taped and recorded and edited. So you get to see everything in action, but it allows you to also just tune in and ask questions, comments. You can after this cast, because we will check it and make sure somebody responds within 24 hours. But we appreciate your business. We appreciate your support tonight. And I thank you, along with Dave Renford. My name is Carla Berline, and we'll see you next time on Around Town TV.